Well, a good Thursday morning. First Alert meteorologist Jacob Durham here with you with the latest breakdown on this First Alert Weather Extra. Just coming in from Colorado State University, the hurricane forecast. I know it's still early April, but it's still unfortunately not too early to start talking about hurricane season, which is right around the corner. We'll talk about what they are forecasting and a little bit about what we can expect moving forward as well as we're heading over the next couple of days. And right now, no threat of any type of hurricane or any tropical entities of that nature. But once again, current visibilities are about 10 miles right now, so that's everybody sitting good. I was just outside, a few fair weather clouds. Outside of that, though, everything is fairly quiet for the time being. Satellite and radar, though, is showing you that we do have a pretty good conglomerate of showers and downpours moving on the east coast of Florida. That's where they're expecting some flooding rainfall potentially out there for you this morning, so that'll certainly be something to watch. We've got a couple of showers and downpours that are back across portions of Texas as well, but if we kind of take a little bit of a tour across the country, have a little bit of rain that is coming across Michigan this morning. All rain, all the wintry weather is up across Canada. But if you go a little bit farther to the west, there is some snow that is flying across portions of North and South Dakota and then back over towards Omaha and Nebraska. Those areas seeing some of that rain kind of switching over from a wintry mix this morning when it was cold enough to more of that plain cold rain. Then once you're heading back over to Salt Lake City in the higher elevations, that's where we're watching a couple of areas for potential wintry weather to rainfall. But our next system is on shore, or coming ashore, if you will, back across the west coast of California. That'll be the area that we're watching moving forward in time for the potential for our next system to maybe kind of move in later on next week. But still got plenty of time to watch that. It's not going to be any hurry, any stretch of the imagination, as we're going to stay relatively quiet. With that being said, we do have a couple of showers, a couple of downpours that have kind of developed over the open waters of the Gulf this morning. These have kind of been paralleling along Cameron's coastline earlier this morning, so we're not expecting a whole lot in the way of any shower or storm development, at least over the next couple of hours. Now, yes, as we head to mid-afternoon, certainly possible that we could get a little bit of rainfall, and we'll be watching that for you there as well. Visible satellite imagery, we do have some of the showers and downpours that are across the Gulf that you can see kind of developing. A bigger batch of cloud cover that's expected to move in later this evening. They are across portions of eastern Louisiana. That'll be moving into our areas. We're moving forward in time, but generally speaking, we are looking pretty good. Current temperatures back around 71 in Lake Charles, 70 in Jennings to 72 in Oakdale, so we're certainly warming things up a little bit out there for you, and these numbers will continue to climb as we go throughout the afternoon and evening time frame, so that'll certainly be something that we're watching closely for you in that regard. But these temperatures will be back into the low 80s once again this afternoon and this evening, and that'll certainly be something that we're watching closely for you there in that regard. There's meteorologist Max Logano. I don't know why I always call him. I always say Logano because I think of Joey Logano from racing, but it's Logano.
It's like, yeah, cousin Joey.
Yeah, it's cousin Joey. Thanks for letting me meet him one time. He hasn't let me meet him yet, so maybe one day, maybe I'll get in Max's good graces and we can meet his famous cousin out there for you. It's just a famous family. If you look up the Loganos from, I don't know if they know. Does people know you're from up north? They know that you're from the C word?
Yeah, they know I'm from the C word. They know I'm from Connecticut.
Okay,
all you have to do is you have to take my last name. Get that? So you switch the A for an O.
So what you're saying is that I have to unmarry Abby and I have to marry you. That way I become famous. Oh boy! I hope Abby ain't watching. I don't think she is. She's probably working pretty hard out there while we're cutting up in here. But we're looking pretty good out there for you this morning in terms of the temperature change map as well. 2 to 5 degrees is kind of the difference. It is a little bit warmer out there this morning. We'll notice a little bit more of a mild forecast moving forward as well during that morning time frame as we're heading closer towards, say, Saturday and Sunday mornings. Now, winds are certainly picking up out there. It's 20 to 25 miles per hour at times. So it's going to be breezy for sure. Winds out of the southeast, and that's bringing back some of that moisture, and that's why dew points have climbed back into the low 60s. So if you step out, you'll definitely notice there's a little bit more of the kind of the sticky feeling that you got out there for you this morning. But generally speaking, I don't expect a lot of major concerns out there for you. With that being said, though, 24-hour dew point change map, that's certainly elevated from this time yesterday morning. We're about 15 to as much as 20 degrees higher than where we were this time yesterday. So that will help to account. We saw couple of showers, couple of downpours yesterday. Now, it wasn't enough to really do anything. It was enough to wet the grass and call it good. That's about all you got yesterday afternoon. But models still want to insist on maybe a couple spotty showers and downpours 2, 3 o'clock this afternoon that begin to develop across the region. And they want to keep them going at least through maybe 10, 11 o'clock tonight. Now, with that being said, I think we have to watch that with a grain of salt. But I do think there is a better opportunity that we may see a couple isolated showers and downpours in comparison to where we have been. Now, this model did decent yesterday, showing at least a couple of showers and a couple of downpours. But generally speaking, I don't think it's anything widespread. Now, if we do get widespread rain, I don't think any of us are going to complain. We definitely are in need of that, and Max shook his head no there too. So he knows we need some rain. I got my allergy medicine in there. I forgot to take. I'm going to take that before we go back outside because it's getting a little dusty out there. Yeesh. But temperatures back in the upper 50s to low 60s out there for you this morning. We'll keep the cloud cover around as we head through the day on Friday itself. I do think that we'll see a couple spotty showers and storms around. This particular model is a little more ambitious on the idea of maybe some isolated showers and downpours. Once again, tomato, some areas are going to get some nice, much needed rainfall. Is it going to amount to a whole lot? Unfortunately, no for you. But if you got to get outside and cut the grass, I know I saw a lot of folks doing that. Thursday through Sunday looks good. I don't foresee any major concerns in that department for you. Everything should be good in that regard. Tonight, 61 degrees. Slight chance of a passing shower or downpour out there, so that'll certainly be something to watch as we're moving forward in time. But temperatures will cool down slowly through the overnight. Upper 60s by 11 o'clock, low 60s, if you will, by the time we head towards 5 and 6 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. With that being said, though, low temperatures over the next 10 days, mid to upper 60s certainly on the way. I promise you notice a difference as we head into the weekend, and especially early next week as that deeper tropical moisture continues to work its way in. Next 3 days, low 80s out there for you. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Slim pickings on rain chances this weekend. So if you have outdoor plans, those should be just fine. I don't see any issues there in that regard. Coming up on 6 inches below deficit in terms of that rainfall. That is certainly something we're going to turn our attention to. No burn bans currently in effect, but based on the current pattern and the trends, if it holds, I imagine they're probably closer than what we would hope they would be, and closer than what we imagine, because these rain totals continue to look less and less impressive as we're moving forward in time. So high pressure off to the east, that's going to basically camp all the rainfall back to the west. But as we said, we could see maybe a stray shower downpour tomorrow, and then high pressure kind of slides west enough that it pushes the rainfall back across West Texas. And then we'll see some isolated showers and downpours there. But as we head closer to next week, we're hoping high pressure begins to loosen its grip a little bit. Any weak fronts that are coming in, they're going to be eat up by this high pressure. So we don't expect a lot of widespread rain at least through Wednesday and Thursday. So that'll be something to watch. And then hopefully by the middle half of next week, maybe a couple spotty showers and storms return to the forecast. But at this point, I just don't see a whole lot of that. 20% coverage of rain Thursday, Friday. We'll drop those rain chances as we head into early next week. And then maybe by Wednesday, Thursday, as I mentioned, the opportunity for some showers and downpours. With that being said, here's your 2026 hurricane season outlook. This is from Colorado State, and this is compared to the average that we're seeing. So they are forecasting, if you go by numbers strictly, kind of a near average season is what I would call it. One less hurricane than normal, one less named storm than normal, and one less major hurricane. So I wouldn't go out on a limb and say that this is going to be a below average season. Something we'll have to watch. I know it's only April. Of course, hurricane season don't start till June, but that'll be something that we're watching. And of course, we usually get one early storm sometime in the year, sometime in May. So that'll be something that we're watching for you as well. Of course, right now, let me stress, there's no tropical entities to talk about. Water's far too cool in that nature. So that'll be something that we're watching there for you in that regard. But that will be what we're watching moving forward in time. So we'll have more information coming up on this. These numbers just released. It does look like we're going to kind of go into maybe a little bit of an El Nino type pattern. So we'll see how that kind of fares out for us, and hopefully we'll get through hurricane season unscathed. And of course, if we do have anything that we need to worry about, you can join the 7 Storm team. We're of course going to keep you updated and up to date as each storm develops, where it's going. That way, of course, social media, strong entity out there in these days, meaning that you can get a lot of different information from a lot of different sources. Some of those sources not as reliable as others, but of course here at KPLC, we promise you we're not here to scare you. We're not here for clicks or to get likes or anything of that nature. If we post something that's coming this way, it's because we are genuinely concerned. If we talk about it not being an issue for us, that's what we're currently thinking as well. So we're not going to kind of hype everything up. We're not going to blow everything up here. but we'll make sure to keep you updated all the way through hurricane season, which is just right around the corner. So with that being said, we need rainfall. That's the big story right now. Dry air. That's what we're going to need. We'll, of course, continue to keep a close watch on those rain chances. We'll kind of tweak them, hopefully maybe go up a little bit next week. We'll see how that goes. Right now, it's pretty slim picking, though, in terms of that. But join meteorologist Max Logano. He's going to be live on 7 News at noon and 4 o'clock this afternoon. Then he'll be on ABC at 6:30 tonight. He'll be breaking down the latest forecast. And, of course, Chief Meteorologist Wade Hampton will be here later this evening as well. Till then, have a great Thursday. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you back here tomorrow morning at 10 a.m.